What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. On the single player world, we got a guardian in our boat today. I went over to our big mob spawner where I showed you in the last episode and picked one of these dudes up out of the water where they were spawning without the temple. And I figured I'd just bring them over here to our normal guardian farm because it would be easy portal to stick them through, because I had this kind of funny idea for what to do with one of these guys, and we got to transport them a really long ways away. So we're just going to kind of park them here, and when we need to use them, we can go throw them down into that island. So I got to name tag them and everything. But first, check this out. I realized you could actually get these guys to target squid. Can we get these? There it is. Look at that. Oh, did he shoot him? I think when it leaves that big long trail of bubbles like that, it means it's getting close. Now it has to charge up for a second. It's so cool. It like totally kills squid as we're cruising around. Oh man, it's too bad you can't. I almost want to like go to my squid farm, switch out the lava for water, and like stick one of these dudes in a boat. See if it does anything. Oh man, look at that. Oh, sometimes they don't shoot, and I don't know what it is. It's got to be like a line of sight thing. But I've seen them kill like multiple squid. It's pretty awesome. I think sometimes it takes like 2 shots. I've seen them hit a squid and it like shoots away with ink. Oh man, anyway, I hope you guys are having a super good day. I'm having a super good day, kind of doing just some goofy stuff here to start off with because I was finding some really weird glitches. Oh man, let me show you. First, can I name tag this dude in a boat? I can. Sweet, we're gonna leave this dude here. I think I said that because there's a portal right there. We're gonna stick him in there eventually. Man, look at these guys spawning like crazy. Okay, so I want to show you this other random glitch. You get away from this dude. Let's try and swim away. Alright. So I had this idea, like we were moving guardians and I was like, can I move a squid with a lead? And you can actually lead a squid. Well, you can't lead a squid. Let me let me show you what I'm talking about. You can't remove them from the water, unfortunately. I thought I was gonna be able to pull them up out of the water and kill them, and it would be like a super fun mini game to like fly down and grab a squid. And but it doesn't work. He is at the surface, so it seems like you are. But let me show you. So if we fly horizontally, they don't follow you, unfortunately. But what's super weird about it is the lead goes away, but then when you come back, the lead comes back. So I think that they forgot a line of code that makes leads break off of squids. It's super weird. I just had an idea. I need to try something. Hold on a second. BRB. Why can you do this? This has to just be a total oversight and they accidentally allowed you to attach these to squids. This is so ridiculous. Okay. Oh my gosh, what is crap? What is life? This is so ridiculous. Why can you do this? This has to have an application, right? Somebody really smart and creative thinking outside the box is going to come up with a very interesting application for this, I know it. But for me, I just can't help but laugh at that. That is so ridiculous. You know what else is ridiculous is I don't think those leads will ever break. Let's like fly super far away. Well, actually, I think if the squids despawn, then the squids will break. Or the squids will break. Yeah, the leads break when the squids despawn. That's so weird. Alright guys, so it's been a few days for me here in real life. So after my last episode, the big comeback episode, where I started the TNT dupers, a few hours after I released that episode, I actually finished clearing out this island. It's pretty quick, and I've been kind of waiting, excuse me, to release this episode for a number of reasons. I had some technical difficulties, like usual. I lost some footage, there was a power outage, but I've got so much stuff going on in here, and I apologize for not recording more of this, but long story short, I'm going to show you some more crazy epic progress, and we're going to start building some stuff. And I think the first thing I want to show you is this interesting little elevator we got here. So if we hop down to the bottom, I actually have started working on the tunnel system. You can see we got this interesting black block palette, say that fast. So anyway, I'll leave a link to the tutorial video where I found this cool little elevator in the description. can check it out. It's super simple, and it works really well. It's kind of unreliable every once in a while, like it'll butt out in this weird way, but you can just reset the observers by breaking the string and using a flint and steel and stuff. So it's like, it seems to be a pretty good elevator. So there's that thing. Like I said, link in the description. So let's pop in here, because I guess there's no more dilly-dallying. Oh man, are you ready? Oh, so much stuff. So the first thing you're going to notice is we established a block palette. We'll talk about that in a second, but first let's look around here and kind of just take in some sights. Okay? Yeah, it's been a week for me here. It's been a couple days. So we got a thing up there, got a little gadget right here, and we got this thing. We also have this platform down here at the bottom, and you're probably wondering where that portal is. Where did we come through? Well, we actually came through right here, because this is the tallest solid block on this whole area, within range of this guy up here, which is actually where the portal is. So let's fly around here. Oh my gosh, this is so epic crazy. And if you have vertigo or seizure, epilepsy stuff, I'm warning you now, this is some really, really crazy visuals flying around in here. Okay. Man, this is a cool project. So there's so much stuff to show you. So let's try and land up here. Not teleport. Almost want to put something to block you, but other times I like that you can fly right into it. Okay, so anyway, we got our big frozen ball of water, and that's going to take a little bit of explanation. But first, we got this little platform up here, and we also have our portal here. And so if you notice, there are no solid blocks here when we come out of the portal, and so it's going to check below, because apparently the height is totally irrelevant, and it'll just go all the way down to the build limit. So that stuff down there is all at level 2. So you can't put any more blocks down below level 2. So that's all the way at the bottom of the world here. So it's sweet. You just teleport all the way right down to that, which means when we come through to get ender pearls, we'll just teleport right to it, and we don't have to like fly to our ender pearl farm. I'm just gonna put that right there. You can see I already started marking it out. Super cool. So that's the plan. There is we're gonna make an Enderman farm. Oh man, I'm like having a hard time because there's so much to talk about. I'm so excited. So up here is kind of just a little storage island, and I figured I would do an end stone little deal that kind of looks like an end island, just because this is probably temporary. So I put a bunch of shulker boxes up here. I actually got this funny little gizmo that I was using really briefly, and it's totally like useless, but it was kind of fun to use. So it starts an observer clock down there, and then it opens the trapdoor. So you got this corner, and you can place concrete down, and you can turn it into concrete, and you can break it. It's so useless and stupid, but it's kind of fun. You can just do like 5 or 6 at a time instead of like 1 at a time. I don't know. So anyway, I just thought it was funny to squeeze in like a little redstone gizmo here. Yeah, and I got some other just random bits and bobs, some storage, like I said. These are kind of interesting. I've been actually really liking keeping these here. I'll show you why. Let's get the flowers so we can replant it. Like so, and then I keep saying like so. I gotta stop saying like so. That's like the most said thing on YouTube. Being away from YouTube has made me realize a couple things like that. Oh man, it's been tripping me out. So, okay, so let's go over here and eat one of these. See, nope, we gotta be like in the right spot. I think what if we're like right above that thing? Nope, I think it's like random, because I've done this before. I've done this. I've eaten this little weird purple thing, fruit, whatever it is, and I've teleported downwards, and it was Enderman-like and cool. Oh, I did it! I did it! So it seems to be kind of random, but anyway. Okay, so I'm going to try and move on here. There's so much stuff to do, and I want to try and start working on this Enderman farm. So anyway, we got beacon ready over there to get going. We got a beacon there, and those are just marking kind of like the bounding boxes. Those are all the way in the end, the corner, and all the way at the bottom. And like I said, we're down here at 2, and you can't place any blocks below this. So, but you can also fly below this. If you weren't aware, you can actually go pretty far down before you start taking damage. I don't want to start testing it out right now. We got a couple of just random platforms up there. Again, just to kind of give you visual aids, but it'll be nice when we got 4 beacons. So let's go over here and check out the sphere of water, because there's actually something you might have noticed already about this that's pretty special. So we're using ice, and we look in here. Let's see. Can you see that? It's super hard to see because we're in the end and it's dark. But we got some things hanging out in this water here. And this is the clip that I lost, and this is the reason why I'm kind of restarting this episode, and I'm getting rid of a lot of footage because we've done a lot of stuff here. But I lost this clip, so I figured, you know what? I'm just going to show you this epic project. So let's fly over here. And I've created this weird little contraption. Very strange little contraption. And you can see, maybe some zoom in action. This is so hard to see. I'm sure YouTube is going to be terrible for this. But we have guardians in the end, in a sphere of water, floating in space. And we have an X-ray water curtain that can see through the sphere. This is some crazy stuff, guys. Have you ever seen this in Minecraft? Like button this stuff. I was about to... Wow, you can totally see him right there. Check that out. We've got floating guardians in space. So this is a kind of a weird little thing here. We got a random project and a weird little gizmo. And I don't know if I'm going to keep this here. I love this concept of making the sphere invisible. That's so cool. I feel like they had to have left this in on purpose so you could do stuff like this, right? Anyway, I feel like this is almost giving me this idea, like, you know, when you're in those people's houses, like Corralis's house, you know, or like when you're seeing tours of it, when you're in Corralis's house, like they always have these weird little things that look like couches and TVs. To me, this looks like an aquarium. You know, are you seeing it? Like, just imagine if we stuck this somehow, like if we built a little house and this was like a window and this was just our aquarium. That's a pretty interesting idea. I feel like creative builders, that's a thing to do. Okay, well, more issues with the recording today. So just all over the place. Deal with it. So we're getting all our black blocks out. I'm trying to say that slowly because I know I'm just mess those words up. So let's get all of these out. You know what we really need is glass. I hope I have enough glass. Let's check. Yeah, we got a good amount. But I don't know if that's going to be enough. I also have white, and I'm not sure if we're going to need this. So I'm going to... We built the most useless, ridiculous, weirdest, no purpose thing in existence up here. And I think that that's a perfect thing to have right next to the most hyper-efficient, fastest possible XP farm in the game, I think. I think that that's a pretty cool trade-off. And I think if we do this right, this should be pretty much the most powerful thing in the game, most powerful XP farm in the game. So you know what? I want one more thing before we start doing stuff. So I had this idea, and I've already tested a little bit in creative mode. So I know kind of how this is going to work. I know that it's going to work really well. I don't exactly know how it's going to work here in the void, but I'm assuming it's just going to kind of blow my mind. So I'm not exactly sure the specific layout for the bottom here, but I think I'm going to roll with it. And what I got already, I guess I should show you. Whoops, that could have been bad. So I guess I have my elytra. I keep freaking out like I'm going to fall off, and then realizing that I have an elytra and I'm fine. It's just like years of playing this game, but when falling off of this meant certain death. So anyway, we got this chest here. You can see the hoppers go into it, but then this one actually points back into a dropper circuit. See that? You can see all of that right there. So yeah, once the chest is full, the hopper will fill up, and then the dropper will start dumping ender pearls. So that's how that works. Man, stumbling over words. So let's pop in some slabs. I did that. Let's get some glass. And I think what I want to do is like give them a good amount of space. I'm probably going to shorten that up later, but for now let's just do it like so. I always say that, and I'm trying not to, but I keep doing it. Okay, let's break all of this because we have our height established, and I think we're going for level 15. So I'm going to be doing just like the standard Psycraft, I think Il Mango design, because it is by far the best. I don't think there's any comparison to be made. And I've done a bunch of testing over the last couple days in creative mode, And I've found a couple other designs which I might want to experiment with some more. But I mean, this has so little blocks in it. I feel like this is just the one we're gonna want to go with, just because it's so easy to build, and it's just gonna come together super fast, and it's pretty cool looking as well. So I'm gonna start building this up. I guess I'll show you kind of some of the steps. And like I said, I've already done a little bit of testing, and I've kind of established like what I want it to look like. So I'm kind of trying to just throw some random blocks in, and when I get to 15 right here, I start making a platform. So I'm going to try and build some of this up, like I said. I'll BRB. Okay, starting to build this little platform. I think I'm just going to eyeball this. So the edge of the world is right there. So we are going to run into that, I'm pretty sure, if I want to build this as big as I was building these in creative mode. And I haven't built this in survival yet, and I haven't built this here either, so we will see what happens. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to be like outrageous. So let's make sure to get our lighting up here while we're working, so nothing is going to ever spawn, because that would be horrible. If we got 5, I think I'm going to go a little bit more. So this is another thing with these farms that is just really confusing, that I wish I understood more, is some of these measurements here. Like, you would think that, like, I would think that the circle around the Endermite would be the best, but I think this works because, just totally off the top of my head, I'm thinking that it's because they push each other when they line up single file. Pretty sure that that's why they do that, and it helps them get off the platform. But anyway, I'm just going to keep placing blocks here. You know what I should do is I should probably just go all the way to the wall and see how many blocks we got, because I do have some more, but this is taking quite a bit of materials. I know I keep saying it, but this project is so epic. It's really cool. I just feel like this has got to be one of the most interesting things that I've done in this game. And it's just making me like want to be a perfectionist. You know what I mean? Like, having this blank canvas is so... It just makes me not want to screw anything up. So I feel like what I kind of want to do for this whole area is what I've done for this farm. Like, I already built this farm, essentially. I didn't fully build it, like, with all the bits and bobs, like this little platform and a little redstone gizmo, and some of the stuff that's going to happen over here. But I almost built it all the way up in creative mode, and I think I'm going to keep doing that for basically everything here in the Void project, because, man, it just looks really good. It's going to function really good, I hope, I think. I pretty much know. And I just feel like that's the way to go here. Have every single thing in this area just be like totally spot on, perfect. Really on point. Like, that ball right there is just super satisfying. And I think this is going to be like that too. And so I want to have some more things like that. They're just perfect. And almost nothing else in this place. I think that'll be kind of a cool minimalist kind of practice. So I guess the next step would be to like get this whole Endermite deal situated. Man, this is going to be kind of difficult. This is always kind of a pain, like I was saying. Alright, hold on a minute. Look at how tiny this place is. I hope this is going to work. It's so small. Alright, so I was just grabbing some string from the mob farm. I figured I would show you this interesting thing over here as well. So check this out. We've got this flying portal thing, which I saw in a Cubfan video, Cubfan135. So let's try this out. I have no idea if this is going to work or not. It barely ever works, but let's try it. Yes, it does work. Oh, we have continual flight into the nether. Check that out. That was pretty sweet. Oh man, I just wanted to show you that real quick because I accidentally stumbled upon that. And I realized that I'd seen it before, and I decided to make something out of it. And I think we're going to go back to there eventually and work on that tunnel and have a really interesting like flying nether hub potentially. I don't know, I just wanted to show you that real quick. So let's pop back into here. I think I got everything I need to finish this entire farm. Yeah, I think that this is kind of crazy that we're gonna like actually, the amount of progress that I'm pumping out is kind of crazy, but it's just the way that I've been playing the game right now. Is I've just been kind of grinding my butt off like late at night, and man, it's not the right time to record, and my voice is kind of hurting me because I haven't been recording a lot lately. Oh man, I haven't been warming up either. I've just been like jumping right back into things. So basically what I'm trying to say is I've been doing a lot of progress, and I'm trying to get back into the on-camera building. So this is my attempt at that. All right, so we need carpet, like so. We need one of those. I gotta stop saying that. I need to say something other than that so I can train myself away from those words. You gotta help me out. Like, I need a replacement. Okay, you know what I'm missing? Ender pearls. Missing ender pearls. We'll try it out with what we got, but I'll probably have to go get more. So I think that the way I want to do this, the way that I've been doing it, is we need a block, and then a block, and then a half slab. I think that that's where that wants to be. Obviously over by 1. I think that that's where the minecart's going to sit with the endermite. Alright, so if you didn't know, there's a 5% chance that you will spawn an endermite when you throw an ender pearl. So let's just start throwing, and I do have a name tag on me. Oh, and you know what? I think you got a name tag before you put them in the cart, so let's just remove that for now. Alright, big money. You always get them when you're pillaring and stuff, and you never get them when you got a nice little cozy spot for them to hang out. Come on. Like so. And you know what I did while I was rambling? We didn't name tag him. Bam, name tagged him. Good to go. Okay. Before we get killed by an endermite, let's get out of his way. Okay, so where are we trying to put this dude? I think it's just right below. Did we actually get the right spot? No, I think it's back a block. No, he's on the right block. Okay. Let's try not to mess this up. Bam. So if we don't touch the minecart, it shouldn't move at all. And they actually have a really surprisingly big range on them. Like, they'll hit you from really far away, so I gotta be careful here. Gotta eat some food. Probably save the game, too. I really gotta get in the habit of saving really often, because there's so many things that could go wrong building in the void here. Alright, so we need more slabs, and I'm pretty sure the slabs go here. It always looks like it's not in the right spot, but that's how you know it's working, is when it's like flush with them. There's some reason the Enderman can see underneath that, I think. Obviously, we'll change it if it doesn't work. Can I put a carpet there? Nope. Let's see. I probably just put a glass block. Like that. And then we want to too tall carpet everything. And just for symmetry purposes, we'll do something like so. A button on your underwear. I knew somebody used to say that when they said so, because they're trying not to say it. But I gotta come up with my own coin thing. Okay. Seriously, I'm saying it over and over and over again now that I'm trying not to. So I think that that's basically all we need for there, which is sweet because it's super simple. Now not all we need some trapdoors, and we also need a fairly essential thing, which is the railings. Okay, so a couple more things to do, and we're actually really close to being done here. Oh, do we have ender pearls? I love this little system we have down here. Just completely full of everything we need. Super close to falling off the void, into the void at any second. Okay. Yeah, we're looking good. We're looking good. Can we get up here in some sneaky fashion? We sure can. Okay. Slap these down. And I'm trying to think if there's something like any other way that we can ensure that they go into the hole and not off to the side. But I'm almost wondering, like, if they go over here, they're just going to walk right towards them anyway. So I think that's fine, right? I'm just going to leave that. We'll see what happens. We can always just keep changing stuff. Just come light the platform up. Because luckily, I mean, this is like one of the best kinds of mob farms because they're not aggro to the player. So we can come in here and work on it when they're here. Even though, I mean, that would be a terrible thing to try and do. Oh man, even anything down at the bottom, I really don't want to try and work on after we get this pumping. But I do mean here at the top, we can change the platform and the railings and stuff like that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do one side, and I'll jump and do the other side off camera. But just so you can see what's going on, we got this at head level for us, kind of like chest level for the Enderman. So they can see over the glass, and they can see that Enderman in the minecart underneath the half slabs. Pretty sweet. And I think we just kind of need like one to wrap around it. I've never really seen them do anything but go straight towards it, so I feel like that's going to be enough. And then on top of that, what we're going to do is, and this is something I saw from the video by El Mango, which was just genius. Genius is one of those things I would never think about, but it's so perfect. So we're going to put string and then carpet down. Check that out. So this is going to do our too tall carpet thing that's going to block spawns, but then also it's not going to get in the way of line of sight. Pretty sweet. Oh, there's one other really essential thing that we got to do before this is actually going to work. So I think I'm going to have to do that. Look at that, we're missing a block as well. Dang it, man. Yeah, I'm going to wow, that sucks. I'm going to have to put all these lights back. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm going to replace that block. I got to add one more very crucial, essential part of this whole contraption. I'll bring you back with a completed functioning thing. Alright, due to the nature of this farm, we're going to need a couple things to make this work. One of which is a double beacon. So I'm slapping that down, because apparently we're super rich from our gold farm from a long time ago. I don't remember having so much gold, but I checked in the chest and we sure have a double beacon full of gold, which is crazy. Man, that farm used to be so much better than it is now. I gotta revisit that project. So anyway, we're gonna get strength 2 and regen, and that way we can kill these endermen fairly easily with a sword. It's still gonna take a couple hits. Okay, looks like it's working. Let's fly over here. See it in action. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, it looks like it's all functioning properly. There's a guy sitting up there. That's okay though, because it's just one of them, and I think that, yeah, he's just gonna get pushed off. I think that's why we have a narrow entrance to this. I think that that's why, so they push each other off. Man, this is pretty sweet. So I already knew this was gonna work, obviously, because I've already done it in creative mode. But this is cool that it's working, you know, down here in this void. I want to see if it's going to be super fast or what. I think we're already at cap. Man, that's so quick. We already hit mob cap. So I'm pretty sure that these guys are going to be spawning faster than we can kill them. Let's see if we can kill them faster than they can spawn. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, XP is real. And we're at level 45, I mean, keep that in mind. Also, we got a elytra we're repairing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, so cool. And they're continuing to cruise down. Can we watch it happen? There we go. Oh, man, this is awesome. So I can't kill them fast enough. And you can see it's taken a couple hits, but I was thinking that I can just set up a minecart rail and we get AFK, and this is going to be so much faster than anything else. Oh man, like the golden farm, are you kidding me? That thing is so slow in comparison. I mean, granted you can sit at it overnight, but this thing, my gosh. And what's cool too is we got the regen beacon, and so if we, you know, run out of food from swinging at these guys all night long, then I think that we should just be fine. So I feel like I kind of want to do a little AFK test and see how well this works. Because this could potentially be like a crazy amount of XP a minute. Look at this. Uh-oh, I just found a problem with it. I just totally saw a problem. Look at that, that cart. That Endermite's gonna fly out of there. Yeah. Alright, so I had minor trouble, and the Endermite tried to pop out of there. So I put a block with some carpet on top, and it's holding them in. And this thing is just is working amazing. It's just working so good. I do want to show you something real quick. Let's get rid of all this redstone. And I was just testing something out, which is kind of interesting. I'll show you in a second. So let's clear this place up. Let's clean this place up. Let's get all these shulker boxes out of here. Alright, so I just wanted to show you something real quick because it's pretty cool. So we pop back up here and go through the portal. We can despawn all those endermen. Let's go in here and we can see how fast they respawn. See like how fast the farm is actually working when it's at full capacity. Dun, dun, dun. I mean when it's at no capacity, when it's completely empty. Let's see how fast it'll fill up. Come on now. You can do it. It's like 5 seconds. 10 seconds. Probably 20 seconds. I mean, that's like 30 seconds. I mean, I didn't count at all. I was totally guessing, but that's like 30 seconds. That's so crazy, and we're at mob cap. I wish TNT worked, because think about it. If TNT worked reliably for this, you could spawn all those guys in there like that, blow them all up instantly, and then spawn them all. Like, it would be so incredibly fast. Oh my gosh. I feel like PC players like have the swipe ability, so it kind of makes that pointless, but my gosh, that would be so cool. Okay, and so if we are going to be using this farm regularly, what I want to do is, so for example, we've got a damaged elytra, and we want to repair it. We can actually use the sword still, and do that, and then when we see the XP we can just switch to it and pick it up. And that's usually what I've done for lots of other farms. And you know what, I want to switch this out to obsidian. That's just making me nervous for some reason. Yeah, so what I want to do is just, I've made this new sword up and I want to just keep this down here and just have it be the dedicated sword, just in case for some reason I don't have my normal one. And so I was thinking, since they added this new thing, if you didn't know, they added this new functionality for armor stands. They can actually hold weapons now, and you can pose them, which is super cool. So I think I'm going to have this hang out here, basically. And so when I come through, I can just grab the sword. I'm still kind of getting the hang of this. Yeah, it's super sweet. Man, this project is so cool. It's just like amazing what taking a break can do for your inspiration and your creativity. I'm a firm believer, I've always said this, I'm a firm believer of taking a break no matter what it is that you're talking about. Like, everything, you should take a break from it once in a while. Like, the best example is something like music. If you're somebody who listens to music like every single day, who has an iPod on them all the time, which, I mean, that's great. Like, do what you do. I love that you love music. You should love music. But I do think, a side note, that every once in a while, just leave that thing at home. Just don't bring it with you. Just take a break, because I guarantee that when you come back to it, it's gonna be like twice as enjoyable. And that's true for so many things. Like, man, I'm really struggling to think of something other than the bare essentials like food, sleep, water, kind of basic care stuff that you shouldn't take a break from every once in a while. Like, seriously, if you got an idea of something that should be consistent, that you should never take a break from, write it down in the comments, because I'd be interested to hear, you know, some things, because I've been trying to think about it, and I'm just a firm believer in that kind of theory. So anyway, I've just expanded this platform just a little bit, even though we're missing our wool blocks. And there's something I want to do to this place to kind of bring it all home, to make it function appropriately the way we want it to. But it's kind of too bad, because we're going to kind of ruin the look of this place a little bit. But I think it's going to be worth it. So let's figure out how we're going to do this. Let's try and maybe do it with detector rails, because it might be not as ugly. But we're going to try and put in a minecart system here, because I want to AFK, and I think it's possible. And saying that, you know what I want to do is actually get out another thing real quick. Where is it? Materials. I love the shulker ender chest system. This project would be impossible without it, I'm telling you. Okay, so let's try and sneak our way. No, we gotta kill them all. Oh man. Are we gonna be able to kill these guys fast enough to place a stair? This is gonna be the ultimate test of the farm. If this is difficult, then we did our job correctly. Look at that, cleared him out, no problem. Bam! Oh wow, the guy got out. Ooh, that is not good. That is not good. I think he teleported. That is not good at all. We do not want that to happen. I mean, obviously I'm asking for it with this wide open space. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down a couple more sea lanterns. Real quick. I do have them right here. Just because I think that it might make them slightly less prone to teleporting. I mean, who knows, but at least it would look a little nicer down here. Yeah, I think this is going to be cool. I think this is going to work. Just making sure. And it's really weird that you can place stuff on glass now, but it's pretty cool that you can do it. As you can see, you can totally do that. Super weird that you can do it, honestly. And I'm going to try detector rails, just so we don't have levers. And we'll see how that works out. Oh, and obviously I'm going to need a minecart. Oh, I do have a minecart right there. Perfect. Okay. So this is the moment of truth. If this works, then our farm has been an utmost success. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, the sound of XP and dying Enderman. I was just about to say that sound never gets old, but it's old. It was old when it first started. Oh man. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to leave it here for the day, because we've got quite a bit done. All the progress. We got the interesting ball of water with guardians in it, which is super cool and random, with our little viewing lens, which is just so interesting and different than things that I've seen recently, and probably the best XP farm you can get in the game. I think this might be the best possible way to get XP in the game right now. My gosh, what a freaking day, what an episode. I think what I'm going to do now is crank this thing at full capacity, full speed, sit here in the minecart for a while, and I think I'm just going to time lapse it and see how many levels we can get. So I'm almost at 50 right now, and yeah, let's see if we can get to like 100 or something crazy. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I had such a good time today. Hope you guys have a really good rest of your day. Let me know what you think. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!